Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds among heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Round number one, scheduled for the championship distance of 12. We expect a high work rate among these two fighters. Now, do you want to see that same work rate throughout the whole fight? Or is that your expectation?
I'd love to, because we'd be having a good time, and our fans, they're going to enjoy it.
Nice block by Bazooka. Nothing there on the punch by Bad Intentions.
Up and down, side to side.
Really on target there with a three-punch combination. And there he counters back against his opponent. Able to counter that attack. Fires right back at him. No feeling out round here at all. These two are slugging it in round number one.
Reminds me of the fireworks display on the 4th of July, and the rockets just keep coming.
Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Bazooka. 90 seconds to go here in this round. What do you think is most misunderstood about the heavyweight division?
I think it's human nature for people to see these big Goliaths, that they start to think that, hey, they're more sure of themselves, that these guys have more of an abundance of security about themselves, about confidence. And really, it's the opposite. In some ways, these big giants, they're really unsure of themselves because they know they can do damage. They're also worried about damage being done to them.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Good block. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy, when you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
He can't have you speech too much for him. Keep it up.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Protecting his head well with his guard. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Good block there by Bad Intentions. method that works out very well, the counterpunch landing by Bad Intentions. Good return fire that time. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Turns over the hook after turning away his opponent's shot. Halfway through round number 2. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Good block by Bad Intentions. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
Off the mark. Nice block by Bazooka. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Nice block by Bad Intentions. Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic. And that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Does it surprise you that he's not going to the body as much as he could be?
Well, what surprises me is that he doesn't have the intuitiveness, you know, just the instinct to understand, to recognize the situation. That's part of the ability of a good fighter, to recognize what he should be doing in a certain situation. He's not seeing that. He should be going downstairs.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Solid counterpunch by Bazooka. Hit, but he sends it right back. counterpunch. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Last 10 seconds.
Let's work on that swelling.
Here we go with the 4th round. Blocks that belt line well.
Keep your hands up.
Parries the punch, comes back with the hook. Nice block by Bad Intentions. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Lands the counter. Bad Intentions, his movement helped out there. He avoided that punch.
Get out of the way from those punches.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. And a sharp counter punch by Bad Intentions. And now you can start to see some blood coming from his nose. Got that quick trigger, that little double jab there. Boom, boom. Good strong combo. Good scoring counter punch by Bad Intentions. That punch nowhere close. Right back to it to the head. Well done that time, landing the counter punch.
Keep working the body.
And clicks of the talk. Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a nonstop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of 5th gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
Back to the body.
Targeting each other, the exchange was something special.
Time.
Able to dismiss that body shot.
Side to
defense turns to offense by Bad Intentions. Bad Intentions, his favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Good looking counter punch. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. Dismiss it. Good defense, just covering up down low. Nice combination, throwing more than one. Both scored there. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Able to get rid of that one. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Good looking counter punch. I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Just off the mark with that punch. Protecting his head well with his guard. Well struck, solid combination by Bazooka.
You need to keep the head moving.
Well-placed counter punch by Bad Intentions. Boy, that's a big gash there on the cheek.
Let's see some more head. Let's see some more head. Step out of the way.
Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
They go, each man getting the best of it. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Bad Intentions is showing that he has an understanding about balance, about angles, about footwork. What does his opponent need to understand to deal with it?
Well, he has to figure out a way to take the air out of those tires. Give him a couple flats. That's what he's got to do. And there's no better way to give a guy a flat than to go to that body.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Well targeted by Bad Intentions. Perfect example of what you get when warriors decide to act like warriors. These two have acted that way all night long.
They've acted that way, and they behaved that way, and they have been that way all their lives.
Target in mind, but just missed. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Wow! Now you see the counter punching here. Big shot to the body. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football game.
Yeah, there are, you know, physical ones and emotional and mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen. They have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbow before he throws a jab, they lose the power. So you got to teach them, keep those elbows in, punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power. And also, get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on them. And now he can control him. And, of course, the mental aspects of it, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
Able to counter that attack. A piercing uppercut by Bad Intentions. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Bleeding from the side of his face there. miss with that headshot. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Now that's some fine work right there by Bazooka. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down blue or red corner what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Good block by Bad Intentions. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counterpunch.
Yeah, you see the counterpunch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Nice block by Bad Intentions. Well, he's throwing it, but just missed. Isn't landing it. Good defensive skill with the block by Bazooka. Way to block there. Wow, look at that, trading shots. Great movement to get away from those punches. So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Customato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Customato, and I learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part, to understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter is feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
Now that's some fine work right there by Bad Intentions. Bazooka's energy level is not what it should be. You can just tell his movement has slowed a little bit. He's breathing through the mouth. Almost looks like he's just trying to get through this rather than engaging it.
And right now he's going to be in a lot of trouble if his opponent picks up on that. And his opponent picks up that pace, which he should right about now.
Parries that punch intended for the head. A minute to go in what has been 2 minutes of sensational action. Neither man coming off stride. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Putting him in position against the ropes. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
Unable to score with the hook. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
He has reached that point in the fight where his only chance is to cash in and hit lotto here. He needs that grand slam, that big knockout punch, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a pen in his hand where he can fill out the numbers, but he does have a couple fists. And what he's going to have to do is find a specific place to aim a shot. Look for one moment, one spot.
Blocked by Bazooka. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Oh, what an uppercut that and puts him down.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Round comes to an end. We saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gainer.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
Good-looking counterpunch. Bazooka's basically doing exactly what we've always seen out of him, and that's after he's been knocked down and affected in this fight.
Yeah, you know, there comes a time you have to make adjustments. That time has come for him.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way. Wow! He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
One, two, three, four, five.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
And a smart counterpunch by Bazooka. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle, it continues on as we've reached the 1-minute mark to go. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Bazooka's in a spot right now. Oh, and there you go. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments.
Come on, guys, punch it out. Punch it out, no holding.
Well done that time, landing the counterpunch. He is hurt and damaged, but he goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round?
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Bad Intentions is just creating a little bit of real estate for himself. Well, that wraps it up. Now let's send it up to our ring announcer for the decision. Bad Intentions is your winner by unanimous decision. All 3 judges giving it to him.
I didn't agree with the judges completely, but they got the right guy winning.
For Teddy Atlas,